Hey there, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Waterbox Live.
Yeah.
You're chilling on a Thursday evening or a new time.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We are giving away 2 Waterbox shirts today, so you want to make sure you're active in the chat. Ask questions, talk to each other, get to know each other, all that good stuff.
Yeah, talk about what you're drinking, what you're having for dinner.
Yeah, well, that's the current. You want to know what people eat all the time. Now it's dinner, before it was
They're
lunch.
making friends. That's part of the process, right?
True. And that's the currency to win, is being active in the chat. So, yeah, get in there.
And we do give away stuff every week. It could be swag. It could be refractometers, it could be salt, it could be aquariums.
A little bit of everything.
So it pays to tune in live with us here because we do the Q&As, we do the giveaways, all that good stuff.
Yep, and today we're taking a closer look at the DX range. We have the REEF DX 180 up and running here now because we had first showed you when we launched it, but it was not up and running, so we have that. Take a little bit closer dive into that aquarium range today, so that'll be awesome.
Love it.
And we're doing a Q&A later in the show, so just drop your questions in as we go, and we'll take those a little bit later. Yeah,
as always, ask questions, engage with us. That's what we're here for. That's why we go live, so you guys can engage with us. We're both on YouTube and Facebook. We are on Facebook, right, Keenan? We got that going?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So engage with us there. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, share the stream. And also make sure to hit up our official Facebook group. Are there 20,000 people yet?
That's a lot. It's very active, tons of awesome tanks and inspiration, great questions. If you have questions, it's a great place to go. It's a really awesome community.
Yeah. I don't remember the URL anymore. I was going to give it, but just go on Facebook, search
Waterbox official group.
Yeah, something like that. And you will find it there. It's really, really great resource if you're setting up a tank.
Most definitely is. And we have a giveaway going on right now. It's about to wrap up in a couple days. 31st is the last day. Free salt for a year. If we can bring that page up.
Yes, so if you guys don't know about the free salt for a year, we are giving away salt for a year. It doesn't matter what tank you have, how big it is, as long as you're not a public aquarium. But in all seriousness, salt for a year, reef salt, sea salt, whatever size tank you have. Just got to do a couple things. Fill out your information, put your email in, your contact info, and then there's also social actions here too. So you can subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. You can refer people to the giveaway, etc. Get a whole bunch more ways to earn entries, and that draws on July 31st. Is that correct? Okay, so next week we'll announce that winner, I'm assuming.
You do not have much time left, so if you haven't done it, get on in there. You know, that's awesome. Not have to worry about buying salt for a year.
Yeah, and you guys can see the new salt here. We just released, how long has it been?
Couple months. No?
Couple months, maybe?
Yeah.
Reef and sea salt. We got 2 different types of salt. We got sea salt, which is geared towards your fish-only soft corals, and we have the reef salt that's geared towards your reef tanks. Could be mixed reef, SPS, etc.
Yeah.
They come in 160-gallon boxes, which one of the things I really like, the bag, there's 4 of these bags inside, so they're really gives you versatility in regards to how much salt you want to actually mix instead of having just one
huge
big
amount
bag.
Open,
Yeah, so you can break it up into 4 smaller bags, keeps it fresh. We do it in a black bag to keep the light from getting into it. So really great product. Has been really popular so far.
Yeah,
too,
it's great. And like I said, we formulated it. We have quite a few shows that we've done on it. And even on the website, it's got FAQ on there with a lot of information of the levels and at different salinities. And the thing is, we tailored this to follow the Waterbox method, which is what we've developed here. What in our 20 plus years of reef keeping and being in the industry and hobby, is where we want to see levels at, which we find to be very beneficial. So we really tailored them to those specific ranges that's going to benefit people. And you can find all that. And last week we actually launched the refractometers too.
Yeah, which pairs perfectly with the salt. You got to measure the salt when you make it up. Yeah. So definitely check these guys out too. They are available now in the U.S. I think they're coming to Canada very soon.
Pretty soon, yep.
So definitely check those out if you're mixing salt. If you're keeping a saltwater aquarium, you need a refractometer. So
Yeah,
check
do
them out.
not use a hydrometer.
Christopher says, is the salt made in the USA? I can't tell you where it's made, but no, it is not made in the USA. It is made in Europe.
Yep.
So that's as far as I can go with it.
All the information you're getting.
Yes. Very high quality, mixes super clean, super fast with the parameters, ICP tested. Every single pallet of salt is ICP tested. So
Yeah, if you actually go
it's a good
to the show that we did where we announced and launched the salt, is we actually had it mixing on the table here. And you can see how quick it mixes, like no discolorations, very clear. So check out that. We go through a lot about parameters and how it's, how it mixes, formulated, that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
a lot of more information is in there for that one.
cool.
And been about 2 months since we relaunched the DX.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of people trying them out. You're probably going to see some coming into the user group. We had ours. We finally got up and running. It's been doing really, really good. We actually transferred some stuff from the LX into the DX.
Yeah.
Look at our initial things. LX to DX. And we're going to take a little bit closer look on that. As far as the features, if you want to pull up the websites.
And while they do that, guys, we released the DX version. We did it on 2 different ranges. We did the DX with the Marine X, so it's the Marine DX.
Yep.
And we did it with the Reef line, so it's the Reef DX. They differ in the way that the sump's designed, etc.
Yeah.
The Marine X is obviously a little bit more economical. You want a larger system, you go with the Marine DX. But we'll jump into the website.
What do you want to show on the site, on the pages?
What do you want to show?
Maybe we can just scroll through it.
Just scroll through it? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So here we got the Marine DX pulled up.
Reef DX.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Reef DX 220.6, as usual, available in black and white. And if you scroll down, the primary difference with the Reef DX is the professional, what's underneath the hood, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you modified your car, you put a better engine in it or something. So we got the nice new sumps, acrylic sumps, that have the probe holders, that have the dosing line holders. You got the really enormous ATO chamber there. I'll let you jump into some of the details.
Yeah, so the tank and stuff is generally the same. It comes down to plumbing is a little bit more advanced, and you've got the acrylic sump. You have things like adjustable baffles in the different chambers, so you can adjust and play with height. You've got probe holders, dosing tube holders. The sock holders is removable, or you can use a tray that is for like filter pads and filter floss. So you just have a lot more versatility in this. And the ATO chamber actually doubles as a saltwater mixing area. So you can actually mix about 20 gallons, say on the bigger model, mix the saltwater in there and use the pump to actually pump it into the sump. So it kind of like does a little double work. And all the plumbing to do that is included. So it's just got those extra little bells and whistles, nice covers for everything, for sound, splash, evaporation, it helps with all of that. So that's the Reef line, and the Reef line has, and each model does vary a little bit by the setup of the sump and the ATO just because of size restraints. So, definitely take a look at those. And then you got the Marine X. Like I said, the most economical version of the DX. And the Marine X is an extremely popular line already.
Yes.
And the DX has been very, very popular also in that line.
Yep, so if you're looking to get into like the Marine X or the Reef, you can decide if you want to go with like the higher, a little bit higher end version of it.
Yeah.
With the upgraded sump. Maybe you're going to be running like some Neptune systems, or you're going to be running a lot of controllers, or you want just a more advanced setup. Yeah, and with acrylic sumps, it allows you to kind of modify the design to add those things a little bit more, with a little bit more flexibility.
Right, without having to put probe holders and stuff like that. And then some people like the look of acrylic and that kind of colored look under there more than a plain glass, and then vice versa. So, it's kind of to meet those needs of everyone from advanced to just wanting something more kind of fancy looking to having those additional features.
Yep. Cool.
Pull up the Marine X.
You want to
Marine
pull the
DX?
Marine X? Sure, I can do that.
Just show that one. You
You can see the subtle differences, with the Reef DX, just in regards to aesthetics, right?
Yeah.
The Reef DX has the white with the blue acrylic. You go to the Marine DX, it's the white with the black acrylic.
Right.
And also
Same thing
some
with
clear
it.
too,
Then
right?
you now have white, black, and oak available. So a little bit
So
more
the
color
three
options with that.
3 finishes in the cabinets.
Yeah, because these are the plywood cabinets, limited. And it's a different color look, too.
Yeah.
So instead of got the blue, got the more black and white look to it. And you scroll on down. A lot of the same features. Like I said, the features do vary somewhat by model size of what can fit into the sump. But you can see here, you still got like adjustable chamber height. You've got the removable filter plates, filter sock plates, you know, and that just nice sleek design, covers for every compartment, all that just because, you know, they're not, of course, as large of a sump. Smaller models, and they also have heater holders and all of them.
Yep.
Thank you.
I think while you're here, you could say we now have rewards.
We do. There you go, you guys. So in the U.S. specifically right now, we do have the Waterbox Rewards program. As you can see there in the bottom left, you just click the little thing. You can sign up. If you've already purchased from us, you're already enrolled. Check it out. I mean, you can earn up to 5% back on your purchases, depending on the level of your account.
I forgot we have not mentioned that yet.
Yeah, we haven't, have we? It's kind of like a soft,
Guys,
a soft
congratulations.
launch.
There's our rewards program, if you haven't known. Yeah, it's great to ways to earn back and use for other purchases and stuff like that. So definitely get signed up and going for those.
Yeah. And I do, guys, I want to let you know, I do see your questions coming through. Keep them coming because we're going to go through as many as we can today. We always do a Q&A.
Yep.
If you got questions about the DX, if you got questions about anything Waterbox, keeping your aquarium, keeping your fish, put them in the comments.
All right, so we're going to actually show you our DX sump. This is the REEF DX 180.5 that we have running here. So we're going to take a look at that a little bit more up close and real life running.
Yeah.
And it does. It has a completely different look to it. Looks really, really nice. It's very clean. It's just very different.
It is
you know,
very
at
different.
first for me it was very difficult because I'm always used to the glass sump with our tank, so it was a little bit off, but like I am really enjoying the look of this. So you've got your pipe coming here, coming down into the water drain area, and then into your filter sock chamber. So here it comes with a filter sock holder, which is removable. It also comes with a graded plate that you can use on top of the filter socks or alone that holds filter pads, filter floss, kind of whatever you want to do with it. Or take them out completely and use that chamber however you want. And then you got your skimmer area, a nice big size skimmer. Got the cutout in the lid that's going to fit pretty much all skimmers on the market here. And you can see in the back you've got probe holders, heater holders. The dosing tube holders are built into the top of the sump as well, kind of behind where you can't see there. You see all these are easy lift off.
Yeah, super clean, and you know, keeps it super quiet too. Keeps the salt spray down too.
It really does, and any noise, evaporation, that kind of stuff it's going to cut down on. We have a refugium set up here, there, and then that goes into the pump chamber in the back there. And the nice thing is there's little cutouts around each lid to where you can put all the cords through, so your lids sit flat. Cords are nice and run out of one section of each chamber. Just very, very clean, adjustable height in all of the chambers as well.
Yep.
So it is so sleek looking. And you know, it looks really, really good.
Got the AI Prime Fuse.
Yep, that's the Prime Fuse on there. Usually it's off during this time because the lights are still on. But I turned it on so we can kind of show everything because we actually have a live view of the tank out there right now. Hey! So you can see the whole setup up and running.
So let's give them a little bit of backstory on what's in the tank right now.
All right, so so the REEF LX, the 320.7 that was at the studio is no more. So we have so we have kind of moved stuff over and split up between multiple tanks that we have here and have set up the new DX. You know, we've got the Infinia, 5-foot Infinia. We still have our 6-foot frag. We have a lot of models still. So Mango and a few of her friends are in here. And I know that she should be in a slightly bigger tank, a 6-foot or larger, but this is temporary before you come at me.
The tank police.
So, yeah, the tank police, I'm like, they're going to hate me. So it's temporary. She's well fed. She's got plenty of room. She's the boss. And we're just awaiting for our new LX that we're going to do a build on. And of course, Mango's going to go back into her palace. But we wanted to do it.
290, we're waiting on the, I think maybe like either the 340.7 or the 290.6, I think, right?
So the 6 or 7 foot LX, we're going to do a new build on soon. So she's in there temporarily. And kind of the corals have moved around, some of the rock has moved around, so it was a big kind of conversion time. But I was like, if we show this, I have got to put my piece out there.
You guys might be wondering, who's Mango? If you guys don't know, we talk about Mango a lot. Mango is the blonde nasotang that I've been taking care of since around 2007.
Yeah.
So
she's been around.
Yeah.
And she's like our mini mango.
Mini
she's
mango,
a
yeah.
mini naso. Even though her age and then being in, she's been in
be like
8-foot
a foot
tanks.
long.
She's been in like 7-foot tanks.
Yeah.
She's never been cramped, but
Yeah.
has refused to like grow much bigger than she currently is, which is probably like 8 inches.
8 inches.
Yeah, so around 8 inches. I mean, believe me, she's fat.
She's
she
petite.
got rolls. If you look from the side, she gets plenty of algae. But this girl will not grow any bigger no matter what we do. So I think I'm calling her. She's a mini naso.
Yeah.
But she's
Mini
awesome.
naso.
So Mango will go
Great
to a bigger tank
personality,
soon.
voracious eater. It's ridiculous, actually.
She's actually sweet. I've never seen her fight with anybody. Like there's like 3 other tanks with her in most tanks. Never messes with nobody. Just as long as she gets her algae, she's just loving life.
It's funny how a fish can have a personality. I think that's pretty cool.
They definitely do. Tanks do have a lot of personality, most
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
So that is the DX up and running, so you guys can actually see it. And the user group should have some DX builds and updates and stuff coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the people getting them and starting to do that. So definitely check out our Facebook user group for a ton of inspiration, builds, all the models you could think of. You know, everyone's doing something a little bit different, which is cool
Yep.
to see.
Absolutely. Cool.
Boom. All right. Oh yeah, one other quick thing. We now offer the Tunze 9004 skimmer. Other models coming soon. And this one is to pair with our all-in-one models, the 3 and 4 foot and the peninsulas.
Cool.
So we have a huge amount of people always asking for what we recommend on skimmers for all-in-ones and the cubes and stuff. So we're working through that. Tunze is very popular, well-known, great product. So that's what we now
That was
pair with.
a very frequently asked question, not only
So
on the live stream but
frequent.
through support. And
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like, well, we don't really have something. We can send you in a particular direction, but we've been talking with Tunze for a little bit. And we finally decided, let's just
The
offer
quality,
them to them. 'cause
the quality of the
they want 'em.
product
They want a skimmer.
and the support and things like that.
Yeah.
We pride ourselves a lot on any brands that we do carry.
Yeah.
So Tunze matched up really nicely with that. So do check that out. We got that model. More of them coming soon for our smaller all-in-ones.
Cool.
Ba-dum.
Again, if you guys have questions, post them down in
Q&A.
the comments below.
Talk to me.
We won't be able to get to all of them, but we will try to get to as many of them as we can. And it doesn't matter if your question gets answered or not.
Everyone's a winner because you're here.
Yes. There you go. There you go. You are all entered to win some Waterbox swag today.
Awesome.
As long as you
All right.
engage with us and you tell us what you're having to drink or what you're having for
Drink
dinner.
or dinner.
Making friends in the comments. John says, I got my Marine 110.4 DX and I'm excited to pull it out of the box next week.
Oh, awesome. Definitely make sure you post your progress and build and stuff like that in the
Yeah.
user group. We love seeing that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And so does
everyone
everyone
loves
else.
seeing it, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Because there's a ton of people that are looking, they might be considering getting the Marine DX or something like that, and they want to see what other people's experiences are, so that helps a lot for them.
Yeah.
Justin saying, you show us how to use the refractometer by chance? I'm a noob and never used one.
All right, so I don't have any water currently.
Use your tequila.
I know. I can measure the salinity of my margarita. So basically what you're doing is you want to make sure between uses it's very clean. Rinse with some RO water, dry off completely before you store it. And then what you're going to do is there's included dropper, whatever you want to do, how you want to get it, is you're going to put some of your water from your mixing station, aquarium, whatever you're trying to test, onto the slide right here, little blue section. And then you're going to close the lid. You want to make sure that the lid has like a full contact. There's not air pockets in it.
Yes.
Full coverage of water, and you'll tell it looks dark blue. You'll see the water in there. Once you have that, you want to have looking up at good lighting.
Here's the dropper.
So you're going to look up in it like this, and you want to be in pretty decent lighting. If it's too dim, it's going to be hard to see where the exact line is. So you're going to look right up, and there's going to be a straight line. I don't know if you still have that image.
We actually removed it.
Okay.
But yeah.
There's going to be a line that breaks between blue and white, and that dividing line is what your salinity level is. You've got parts per thousand, and then you've got your specific gravity, depending on which way you want to read it. And that's it. And then clean it off.
Yep.
Dry it off, tuck it away. So there you go. So it's going to
there
look
you
something
go.
like that. Where that line is exactly your salinity level. And it's really super easy. And the thing is that you can calibrate it. So right here is a little calibration point. has a little tool.
Yep, little
and
screwdriver.
what you do is you're gonna semi-regularly, I'd say every month, go ahead, or some people do it before every use. I don't know if that's necessary, but at least once a month, take your little screwdriver. You're gonna hold RO water or calibration fluid if you really want, and you're gonna bring that line down to 0 and make sure it lines up perfectly, and then you're calibrated. And it's gonna take into consideration your temperature compensation to give you the correct salinity level as well. So super easy, and it's accurate. Hydrometers are a big no-go. They're going to be wrong. They're going to have issues. They're going to cause crashing in your tank. So for the price that refractometers are now available for, super economical.
Yeah.
It's definitely worthwhile. Skip the hydrometer.
The coolest thing, the thing that I like about them the most is how quick it is to test.
Yeah, super easy.
There's no.
You're not
it's not
taking
like,
water out of a tank. You're not.
Right.
It's like a few
There's
drops.
not this, multi-step process like if you're testing your water for like alkalinity or calcium or something like that. It's really easy to do. So that's one of the biggest reasons I like them. So.
Yep, and we'll have a video we're going to do soon too on like proper usage and cleaning and storing of a refractometer that we'll have on YouTube. That's a pretty quick rundown. Very simple.
Casey, can the new sump be sold separately to upgrade my 110? One of the most frequent questions since we
I was like, I'm not even talking.
since we launched the DX. So again, we take you guys' feedback really seriously.
Yeah.
We do plan on offering it. I don't know when, but here's the issue with the design as it currently stands. Let's say I send you the sump, the plumbing's not going to match your existing plumbing. The plumbing's different. The holes are drilled differently on the tank. So the tank, believe it or not, is a different tank.
Yeah.
In regards to how the overflow is drilled. So you would end up having to plumb it yourself. So as it stands right now, we can't sell you the current setup, but we are working on it. So
Yeah. So you never know what's going to happen. But it's asked enough that it's something that,
yeah, I mean,
you don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything we do and release and design and new things comes from generally the output that
Customer
we hear
feedback, yeah.
a whole bunch of. But development takes a while.
Yep.
I'm gonna say this person for the next question is determined because he was on Facebook asking it and then jumped on YouTube.
Oh,
So here it is.
you win.
Casey's drinking orange soda. Mark Stover's drinking Diet Coke. See, they're making friends in the comments.
Oh man, where's the alcohol?
Yeah. Brandon says, if I purchase a water box locally at my local fish store, is there a way to still earn or apply rewards points? Brandon, that's up to your local fish store. In no way are our rewards related to their sale. But they might have things that they do in the local fish store. But if you want to earn water box rewards, you have to come to the official water box store. But I do suggest supporting your local fish store if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I know like when I ran stores and less stores in general, like buying in store, you'd either get you like into monthly raffles or giveaways or some kind of rewards program in their system that does exist. But like you said, it would be up to the store. But I feel like most of them are getting on to that train of some kind of giving back, on especially large purchases. So
Yeah, livestock credits or whatever.
yeah, all kinds of things to help you with your setup. So check with them for sure. Negotiate, exactly.
There you go. Patrice, what is the advantage of acrylic versus glass? I guess we're talking about sumps here.
Yeah, so if we're talking about sumps, acrylic just gives you the ability to put in things like probe holders, cut, have the rim in it and just cut holes wherever you want in different shapes and stuff. Glass is very frigid, I guess. Not rigid?
Rigid,
I don't know,
yeah.
rigid.
Not as flexible.
When it comes to drilling, like there isn't much you can do with drilling them as much. Can't get as different shapes and, usually adjustable stuff. Acrylic is a lot more lightweight and it's just easier to do fancier cutting.
Much more forgiving when you're trying to manufacture something that's a bit more complex.
And it doesn't break as easily, so like shipping, that kind of stuff. Do note, though, one huge disadvantage of acrylic, and it's not as big of a deal for a sump, but for fish tanks itself, it's a big deal breaker, is acrylic will scratch, 100 times easier than glass will. And in a sump, that's not really a worry. You're not down there like scrubbing, cleaning regularly, but just something to kind of keep in mind.
Right on. Max is having corned beef.
Oh, I love corned
We're talking
beef.
about food.
Yeah.
I love corned beef.
Corned beef and rice.
I love
It's gotta
corned
be
beef.
white rice.
Yeah. With corned beef?
Yeah.
I like the cabbage.
Yeah, you gotta do cabbage, like the full deal. I used to make I need to make corned beef.
Yeah.
That's got it's
I
so
don't know
good.
Puerto
Let's
Rico
make
with
some.
white
Let's
rice.
put some corned beef on for the next live, and we'll just.
We're gonna cook aquarium. We should have cooking lives. The cooking show with Justin Rich.
Mackenzie says, do your tanks ever go on sale? So Mackenzie, typically we have an annual sale, what we call Blue Friday. It's the first Friday of every November.
Yeah.
Woo! It's coming up.
It's not just a sale though. This day is about education. The tanks
event.
are on sale. It is an event. We go live all day, 8
Yeah.
hours. We bring in guests and we talk about, keeping aquariums, freshwater, saltwater all day long. We give away tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. We donate to charities.
Right, we usually do a raffle for some kind of
Yeah.
charity that's ocean or animal related. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and search Blue Friday.
Yeah.
And just see, there's such great lives. And like I said, it's for 8 hours, pretty
8 hours
much
straight.
straight. We bring in a lot of awesome people and topics and stuff like that. It's an event. It's
I'm
really
excited for this year.
And we start to warn you when it's coming, and you mark the day off work.
Yeah,
you just commit.
You actually have to take off of work that day if you're working.
We do
Just
have a lot of
FYI.
people that actually take
Yeah.
the day off so they can spend the whole day. We give away stuff every single stream, huge giveaways too, and stuff like that.
You can see that we're very excited about it.
I
And this
know,
will be
it's coming up.
our fifth annual Blue Friday.
Very
pretty cool.
stoked. Yep.
But we do have the clear minis right now on sale.
Yes. But, great. Keenan just made a great point, Mackenzie. We do have the clear minis on sale right now, up to 30% off. So if you're looking to get into a small aquascaping tank,
Yeah.
there you go. Max says, does rewards work with financing too? So you will get rewards no matter what your payment method is.
Yeah.
Now, let me reiterate, a rewards program is only valid in the United States right now.
At this time.
So just make note of that. But yeah, it doesn't matter what you pay with.
I gotta see this. Just Dan says, I had corned beef and cabbage pizza once.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. I don't know.
I'm not too sure about
I don't
that.
know what to say to that.
Is it like
I just don't know what to
Was it like
say to that.
marinara sauce with corned beef? I don't know.
Cool.
Depends on what's going on.
All right, Just Dan,
there.
how was that? Ugh. No.
Good trees. What Waterbox? What do you Waterbox guys recommend? Glass or DX?
It really depends on what your goals are for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're gonna have probes and dosing tubes, and you're going what I would consider a little bit more high tech
Yeah.
in your equipment and stuff like that, I think the DX is exactly up your
Yeah.
alley because it's kind of tailored towards that. If you're getting into it, you're going to be a little bit more simple setup, not high tech, just regular equipment, that kind of stuff. The glass works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
There's no downside to going with the DX, even if you're not going to use those extra add-on parts, because it's very clean looking, a little bit more adjustable. But it's if you're going to have all that additional equipment that you need holders and stuff for,
Yeah.
the DX is going to make it 10 times easier and cleaner looking.
Yeah.
Going it with that way.
Look at your budget too, I guess. If you
Yeah,
want to go, you want to go to the
DX
highest
will
end.
cost a little bit more.
Yeah. If you want to go to the highest end of the Reef or the Marine X, go DX. Justin, is there anything that kills down planaria but is safe for culiloches, shrimp, or bristlenose plecos?
That I don't know. Shrimp are going to be the most sensitive one. I know loaches can be too. I cannot say off the top of my head that I know what I could direct you towards that is going to be completely safe. I think you're just going to have to look through and, you can even contact the manufacturers to double check if they don't say it on their packaging, if it is safe for those. But I know, with shrimp and loaches, bristlenose plecos are pretty hardy, but comparatively loaches and shrimp are not. I wish I had an exact brand name for you, but I don't.
Yeah. Facebook group.
Yeah, Facebook group. There you go. That's a great option.
Arc Stover, can the DX fit a Red Sea filter roller if you pull out the filter sock holder? I don't know that offhand.
Right. So we get this question a lot in support and stuff is, will this filter roller fit in this? Best thing, go to our user group.
Yeah.
Whoever has that can do the measurements if they've made that fit, how they had to modify it, because some filter rollers, you have to change the plumbing a little bit. Some of them you're going to have to cut out an area. It does vary
Some
a bit.
modification.
And if we haven't physically done it here ourselves, I'm not going to tell you yes or no.
Yeah.
It's better to go to the group where tons of people are using the filter rollers, and if it works for them.
That's one of the reasons the Facebook group is so useful if you guys aren't in it. There's tens of thousands of people in water boxes or other aquariums that can give you the info that,
Yeah.
you know, because there's only 2 of us here typically doing the testing on these tanks,
Yeah.
right? Here in the HQ. So we only have so much information, but there's tens of thousands of other people that maybe have done what you're looking to do. So definitely join the group if you haven't.
Yeah, we don't use filter rollers here. I love filter socks, and I'll
Yeah.
stand by that. So I am of no use to you to tell you like if
Yeah.
it's going to fit any modifications, anything like that.
Brandon, the sweetest wine comes in the smallest bottles. Just stay the way you are, Mango.
Aw, that's so sweet.
That's
That's
great.
going to be her motto. I
There
love
you
that.
go. To put up like a picture with her quote.
Aw.
Sebastian, can you have multiple jawfish?
In a very large tank, yes, if they establish their zones away from each other. They're generally going to be very territorial to another jawfish. For say you had a 6-foot tank, and you had one that set up shop all the way at one end and one set up shop at the other end. Likelihood of them crossing paths because they don't leave their network of tunnels too often is not very likely. But of course, it is still a risk.
Yeah.
But big tank but the thing is you can't force jawfish over here is like, this is my home, and jawfish number 2 says, nope, it's mine, and then,
They might decide they both like that area.
and then they hate each other, so you really can't force it. It just would be by, I guess, pure luck.
Will it damage Infinia 165.4 to put the tank on end to fit an elevator to transfer it to higher floors? So like,
Tilting it up.
Vertically, yeah.
Yeah, vertically. Short term, you're fine as long as it's thoroughly supported.
yeah.
You know,
And
you're not
you
just.
remove the salt.
Oh, yeah.
That sump comes
Yeah,
toppling out.
remove something from cabinet, but tank-wise and stuff like that, like just full support for that panel and as short time frame as possible, and you should be no problem.
Yeah. I have lots of help for that.
Yeah.
Casey, can I buy a tank only? I love your tanks, but I'm going to build an 8-foot in the wall of my house, but needs a custom stand. So our production tanks right now, you can't do that. They're paired with the cabinet.
Yep, and they only go to 7 foot.
Yeah, but we are working on some options for that. Can't delve into too many details.
Stay tuned.
But yeah.
One more question coming up. Last one.
Brandon, if I'm interested in starting to grow out frags, but also want to keep a reef with a moderate to heavy fish load, which water box is best?
Any. So, I mean, I think the frag style is great for just easy reaching in and out. But even if you're growing out frags, you're not handling them a lot. Really not. So it could be any model that fits the amount of fish that you want to keep and the equipment that you can keep with it. Base it upon that. Frags can be grown anywhere. You can have frag racks along the glass. You can have frag racks, you know, actually custom made and sit in one section of it. So the size or which model doesn't necessarily matter. I think looking down at frags for photography and just general viewing is much better in the frag model.
Yeah.
But if you're still going to keep an established reef with your colonies and your rocks and your fish, it may not have that much benefit to do it. But I'm short and I love the frag series.
I do like it too. It's
It's
really
perfect. I can walk up and take care of it. The other ones I
Yeah.
gotta drag out a step stool. You know, I can't get into any of the other ones without a ladder assistance.
I love this. I'm reading.
Justin
me.
said it was surprisingly delicious. The
Really?
corned beef and cabbage pizza.
I love the crazy food talk that's going on. That's totally unrelated to fish tanks. It's kind of funny. Cheeseburger pizza, cabbage helps you go to the bathroom.
It is. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not just about aquariums.
I mean, anything. You never know what's going to happen in here. A lot of good questions, though. That was really good. People
Yeah.
are very, very active in
Yeah.
here, which means I think we need to give away some shirts.
Yes. Who wants some swag?
Who wants them? Who wants them?
Waterbox
You ready?
merch.
I think 2 people want them.
Well, everyone wants them. 2 people get them. And these are also available on our website for purchase, too. So if you don't want,
Yeah.
you can get your own Waterbox shirt. And they're super
I think we have some
comfy.
new colors too.
Yeah, we
right?
got multiple colors and tell you these are the most comfortable t-shirt you will have.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Winners are...
Waterbox drum roll. Christopher Catherman on YouTube and Brandon Bauman on Facebook. Congratulations, you guys. Email winners at waterboxaquariums.com. They will get you hooked up with that. And remember, you guys, we appreciate y'all being here live because when you're here live, you get to ask us questions live.
Yeah.
And you also win some cool things.
We enjoy engaging with you guys.
Yeah.
We're always paying attention as it goes. There's usually a
Yeah.
lot of pretty funny stuff going on the
Yeah,
chat. So
sometimes
we
I get a
appreciate.
little sucked into the comments as if I'm not supposed to be paying
I
attention.
know when
to
there's
you
this
guys.
question sitting up there and you're just like, "Grrr."
I'm like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Read that. Yep. So our new time is Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to be here next week, and we're talking about the new REEF DX, which, oh my
Oh,
God,
snap.
people.
I already saw some questions for that in here.
It's our most asked, one of the most questioned things in our chats every single week is about the LX. We're going to tell you details about it. We're going to have more information, possibly tell you about ordering.
Yep.
So you definitely want to tune in for that. So it's all about the LX next week.
Excellent. If you guys haven't already, smash that like button. Helps us out tremendously. And subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, and we will see you next Thursday.
See ya.
Thank you all for watching. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And also remember, you can visit us online at waterboxaquariums.com.
Also join our official Facebook group. Thanks for watching live. See you next week.
Out.